Guys, Deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. It means the world to me. One love to the Nivea cream at the back. I should have took that off my shelf. For those who don't know, there's actually a shelf behind this. So yeah, obviously you see the books and them things there. But I'm a real guy. I'm just like one of you lot. Them imperfections are somewhat what makes me amazing. But back to the actual topic of this debate, people. I must admit, in my short time on YouTube, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the praise I get. Clearly, I'm enjoying the criticism. And what I'm actually enjoying above that, you guys challenge me to get better. I mean, I've always made a big thing of I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. My opinions are not facts, and nobody's opinion is a fact. Like a fact would be Neymar's, for example. Neymar's record for Brazil is amazing. An opinion would be, in my opinion, I think Neymar's bloody amazing. Or some people, Neymar's an overrated diver. That's okay, even though I couldn't believe that's further from the truth. Opinions are beautiful. So you guys challenge me to get better, to improve, to question my own logic. There are a couple of things, like a couple of times I've made vids and had an opinion. I've seen certain comments or had talks with you guys. I'm like, alright, GG, alright, cool, no opinions or facts. I don't claim to be a messiah. What these men are saying is true. Let me rework it. But one thing that it makes me feel a lot of different emotions is when you lot ask me, you lot say, how do I know every young player? Where do I get my information? Youth expert, all of these sort of things. Like, don't get me wrong, I like all of that, but it makes me feel a bunch of things. Firstly, I don't know every young player. I can't physically know every young player. I don't have, if someone employed me full time to look at kids, it would be different, but I don't know every player. It's physically impossible, even for people at clubs that are paid for that. You don't know every player. Players are coming about. Kingsley Coleman, I had no clue who Kingsley Coleman was. A friend of mine when he was at PSG referred him to me, and then by that time he was already off to join Juventus, and now you know. But that's an example. I don't know every kid. Nobody knows every kid. I saw a comment about, someone said, how do you know everyone, DJ? I thought I was the only one that knew about Mopacano. That's incredibly naive in today's day and age. You can't be the only one that knows everything, that knows one single player. And for me, so yeah, I don't know every player. I don't know everything about every player, and I make a big case of saying that. Plenty of times you ask me for my opinions on players, and I say I don't know who the hell he is, or I have no opinion because I ain't watched him enough yet. I'm not here to lie to you lot, and I won't pretend to be a liar because you lot people get found out very quick. If I know a player, then cool. So please stop calling me. I'm a youth enthusiast. I love young players, so I do my best to learn and see what young players are coming through and them things for myself. That I just happen to make YouTube videos and things like that. But I know really little, man, and I don't know every professional. So please don't praise me that highly. And all I am is just a man who simply for years has been ingraining himself in football. I actually think in regards to youth football, I've actually regressed a bit, because if you asked me 5 years ago or so, every player, literally, I mean, from the top 6 to the bottom in the Premier League to League 1, League 2, MK Dons as well, I could tell you every young player that was coming through, what they've been doing. So I actually feel I've fallen off with life and demands and all these things. I've fallen off to a degree. But I ingrain myself in everything I can. I watch every youth tournament, the debate ones like Toulon, the under-19s, various competitions, under-17s, under-21s, etc. The numerous pre-season tournaments, the numerous tours that Arsenal and all these clubs go on with their younger sides, whether it's in China, like the Panda Cup, whether it's in the Cayman Cup, like Spurs' under-14s won a couple of years ago, like it's Arsenal in the Durban Cup, all of these sort of things, Milk Cup, anything I can get my hands on in regards to young players or anything, I do my thing. Obviously, I watch standard matches like you lot. I like to watch certain clubs. I like to, if I was a scout or a coach for a club, I've told you guys before, I would just be hanging outside of the likes of Lens in France, Lens, El Havre, Gladbach, Cannes in France, PSG now to a degree. Who else? Gladbach, I've already said it. Lyon, PSV, Ajax. There's just certain Charlton, I believe, is a very underrated academy in England. There's a couple academies that I said if I was a scout, I'll just hang outside. So these are the clubs I'm looking at. Clubs that produce young players or have either, whether like Chelsea where they're winning stuff so you can't ignore them, or like Barcelona like they did in the youth league, or like these clubs that have a record of bringing through young players. You want to see what they're doing, innit? So yeah, obviously I look at numerous websites. What annoys me as well is that when people are like, where do you get your information, implying that there's just one single bit of information you can go to, or one website you can go to and it tells you everything. That is wrong. There's many websites. I look at the Sky Sports and all of these things like you lot, the very same things you lot doing. I just watched players and have my own opinion. I don't go by blogs and stuff. So I do believe it does annoy me a bit when people imply that there's one solution or one website that is going to tell you everything about everyone. It's laziness, and it's just simply not true. Like I said, I pre-order websites. I look at websites like what's that one? CIES, that has football, a lot of very detailed reports about football because I like my opinions. I'll be looking at nonsense on websites like Tribal Football, just purely speculation and things like that. I have a lot of friends around me that, of course, I believe I know the most. Everybody does, but I know very little. So like you saw with Coleman, I have people that tell me about players, or because I like football so much, I'm ingrained in it, sort of thing. So people might show me a couple players, or I'll show them and I'll look at it and be like, are you alright? You know, there's not every player I don't know about. Like Rafael Varane. The time another friend referred him to me, literally I got to see 2 games of him before he went off to Madrid and had that little battle between United and thingy for him. Yachin Adli, I know about him because I was watching the under-17s. Gahori, the same. Like, I've watched these players. Like, it's not hard. Like, it does, like I said, I just read and watch as much as I can. I just ingrain myself as much as I can. And when you love something like me, you do that. Like, there's no single way or place I get my information. So I wouldn't say it annoys me. It makes me feel a lot of things. It does. I do not like when you imply that I know everything. Don't get me wrong. I love that you hold my opinion, value my opinion highly. But I'm just one of you guys. I'm right and wrong all the time. I just love young players. So like, there's no single one place. Like, I just ingrain myself. Like, you lot see the vids and see the mad work rate. You lot don't see the fact, don't see, I don't even call it research because I have all of these opinions are just my opinions in general. I haven't specifically said once I'm going to make a vid about a specific player and tell you guys. These are just my opinions. Like, all I can do is ingrain myself. Like, I'm not perfect. I don't know every player, and that's the beauty of it. And I'll never pretend to know every player because, like I told you guys before, it's Ferguson, Wenger, Jose, Johan Cruyff, many greats in the footballing world. If they've been wrong or things have missed the trick with them, then who am I? Humble in my own room, armchair supporter, making vids on YouTube. How can I not want to be wrong? How can I have more of an opinion than them? Or like you guys, I am one of you guys, quite certainly. So yeah, man, that's it. Like, I don't know everything. I don't know everyone, but I try, innit? Like you guys. So yeah, like, I've been doing this from year 5, year 6. Like I've told you guys before, 2006, I sent a letter off to Arsenal suggesting players that they should sign. I remember one of them was Zorro, the centre-half, so I don't know what I was on about. But yeah, man, I guess it started from there. There's what's the word? Inclinations I can't explain. Like, yeah, man. Guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you very much for watching.